will just oopsie and unaliving. No, them people being sacrificed. They choose in the hospital who gonna go, and they'll go by threes.
Clocking.
Yeah.
I'm in the medical industry, and I saw it. People being they making medical mistakes on purpose so that they go by threes because it's a ritual that they have to keep. These little babies, these little newborns, these newborns ain't just unaliving. Their lungs are able to survive. They're sacrificing babies because they got to do the rituals of the book. And they used the doctors because it's easier for the doctors to get away with it. Because they can say, they can make up a diagnosis and the parents gonna believe it and go by their way because they don't know nothing. They just gotta believe it going by their business.
Society, and we've also moved into a society that don't give a care about the girls and the women. They like, oh, all right, well, screw y'all. We gonna do whatever. We're the provider of the children. Why would you treat us so? We gonna do whatever. So
because the children don't belong to you. Belong to the children belong to the nation. We're just the vessels that multiply the nations. You're the cattle. They own the cattle. So therefore, if you ain't gonna nurture that cattle, cause that cattle gotta make money too. They keep their kingdom going, their rulership going. So if you mistreat that child, they gonna take it over. You get what I'm saying? So they understand that they gotta keep this nation alive.
We know within our own community how way too more often that happens. For little to nothing. I don't watch too much news because a lot of it ain't real. But some of that stuff, I be looking at the stuff people be doing, and I'm like, how is this? It's a 3-year sentence, a 5-year sentence. Like they really letting us know right to our face. You don't mean nothing. You mean the minimum of punishment. A woman's life is the minimum of punishment here. Point blank. And I don't know who orchestrated that, if that was the Masons or the government. And I really don't care. At this point, though, that we've reached, they minimizing the ages of consent and all this other trash. What is you talking about? Now, these the kids. That's going to affect all the women because we're the mothers. But then you don't care about us either. On the flip side.
Because you gotta understand this is Satan's kingdom. And Satan's kingdom, all works of the flesh.
It's got to be a solution. I can't go the rest of my life raising my own kids. Like, it's got to be a solution to some of this. It's got to be. It can't go on like this.
The solution is knowledge. That's the solution.
You're right.
You ain't got no knowledge. All you ever be doing is talking. And talking and talking, and then when you tired of talking, you go right back into the same shit. So you can't change everybody. You got to change yourself, and then they got to change themselves, and that's a choice. And everybody's not gonna make the choice to change themselves to make a difference. That'll be one less person out here doing evil. So you got people that just love the works of the flesh, which is the things of Satan. And Satan understands that he created a kingdom that is tempting them to do the works of Satan, the works of him. So if this is his kingdom, he's not going to have a kingdom that's outside of himself. So every vessel that comes in here, they got to learn the ways of Satan, which is his doctrine, his system, how to build his kingdom. And so everybody has the mind of Satan. And if they don't have the knowledge that they have the mind of Satan, then they'll continue to be what they are, the problem, and not realize that they the problem. Because they don't know no other way. So how can you change if you don't know no other way? You can't.
You're right. You're right. It says, I'm going to have to jump off here. I don't know if you have children. I don't know if you have children or not.
I have 4 girls.
Oh, yeah, you going to raise them up right. I ain't even worried now. You going to raise them up right. And I have a really true heartfelt feeling about that. And I appreciate you. And thank you for welcoming me to your panel. Thank you.
All right. Appreciate you too. Thank you for coming.
All right.
What up, BBB, Dio Body, Arthur? I ain't heard Arthur. You know?
I know you've been up and moving all day, right?
Arthur, you on mute.
Can you hear me?
What up, Arthur?
What's up? What's up? I'm just in the cut listening.
Okay, it's good to see you.
Yeah. You know I look for you. You know what I'm saying? I look for you. I'll be in the cut listening, learning.
Right.
Yeah, and you on point. You on point, sister. You on point.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? It just kind of messed me up because sometimes it's like you saying the same thing that I be saying.
Right.
And I know you. I know you way further than me. You way further than me.
You know, common sense is common sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And one thing about truth is real. And it don't matter where it come from.
Right.
But yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. What up, BBB? You on mute. I guess Dio Body, you still there?
Yeah.
What's good?
Okay. Can you repeat what you said earlier? You guys said like the Bible is like a manual, and where we live is one of the nations that like it has instructions to.
Yeah. So every Bible is just the history of that land, that nation, which is the wars, their customs, their traditions. You know, it's the history of that land. So if you able to decode the book and get the true understanding of what is being said, then that's what they consider illuminated. That means your eyes are open. You now able to understand what's going on around you, why things are the way that it is, why certain people are on the bottom and certain people are not, why there's favor and why there's not favor, why people have power and people don't have power. So you starting to understand these things. So when you start to understand these things, that fear is gone. You get what I'm saying? And the only thing that's now is knowledge, because in order for now you understand that you can have whatever you want in this nation if you apply knowledge. And you have people that they have let's just say like those that just went to high school or those didn't finish high school. These are the ones that rejected the knowledge, so therefore they don't get what they want, because they don't understand that they have to work for it, and the working for it is the knowledge to get it. So everything that they need, they beg and plead for, or they wait on it, or they pray for it. Not having the understanding that all they need is the knowledge to take the necessary steps to get it what they need. So because they're not taking the necessary steps to get what they need, they are weary. They suffer because they're waiting for it to just magically appear because of religion. When religion is just a lens of what the truth is. You get what I'm saying? So they stay stagnant and they stay in a position of poor representing no knowledge. So therefore they don't get what they need and they cry about it and they suffer.
So which tribe in the Bible is the U.S., or like which nation represents the U.S.?
The Northern Kingdom represents the U.S.
Okay.
Which is Israel, Babylon. Because the Israel is just the Canaanite land. And the Canaanite land had all nations of people in it from everywhere. It never was a land of one people. Israel them were not the first ones of that land. They actually came into that land and went to war with those people and took power over those people. that land was always of a mixed breed, just mixtures of different nations. And this is the land that's the mixture of different nations. This is the so the northern kingdom, the rulers was the tribe of David over them, and David represents the lion, the eagle, which is also the Egyptians. So when you look on the dollar bill, you have the Egyptian symbol and you have the eagle, which is Rome. And the kingdom of David was built up of cedar trees and sycamore trees, which is Romans and Egyptians. And that's the seal that you have on the dollar. So it's letting you know what kingdom you're in. You're in the northern kingdom. You're in Israel. Now, they will never tell you that due to the simple fact that they have done everything to confuse you, because Satan is the author of confusion. He changes things. He will never tell you the truth. You have to seek for the truth. So Satan feels like, it's basically like this. Satan is playing this game, and he gives you a maze, and whoever can find their way out, they free. So you come into this world. In order for you to be free, you got to go through a maze. You got to go through this course, and you have to pass tests. And on the way to pass these tests, you must be a great mind. You must have a great mind. So you must understand life, and you must have the understanding of how to get through the test. So if you're able to figure out the book, it's like a cheat sheet. You're going to pass the test, period, because you now have, the book is the knowledge. And if you have the knowledge, you can pass every test that Satan has set up to tempt you. So you can't fall. You win. So like me, because I have the understanding of the world, because of the decoding of the book, I don't stress about anything here anymore, because I understand that I don't got to pray for what I want. I don't got to be waiting on God to give me what I want. I'm wasting time. I need a car. My car broke down. I need a car. I'm smart. What do? How do I get a car? What do I need to do to get a car? Look it up. Do I have this? Do I have that? Do I have this? All right, I got all that. I got everything that I need to get a car and get the best deal. Go up there, use the knowledge that I have. Boom, got a car. But you got the person beside you that's so caught up in religion, they done waited about a year and a half. When they had everything they need, just go there to the car lot and get a car. You see what I'm saying? Basic. But religion keeps people stagnant because they keep waiting on something that never comes. But when somebody that is good, that done heard them complain, that has what they need, like, oh, you ain't got no car. Oh yes, girl, I've been praying for about 3 months now. I'm just waiting on God to give me that car. And that person that's talking to you, they got a car in their backyard that's perfectly fine. It works. And because they got a good and charitable heart, I'll just let you drive my car until you're able to get yours. But what they gonna say? Oh, God gave me a car, blah, blah, blah. They done said God that is invisible, that's just a title that an actual person holds, that don't know them from a can of paint. But in their mind, God gave them that car, so they done debunked the person with the good heart that spared their car in the backyard and gave it to them. You just looked over the person that let you hold their shit. This is what I'm talking about. They don't understand what the book is about. The book is just you understanding that in this land, nothing is going to be given to you. You're going to work for it. Or somebody gave it to you, and the one that gave it to you, they work for it. Nothing invisible is giving you anything. It's always those that are vessels that are visible. You just waste your time in life praying to the invisible that was visible and dead and gone. So whatever you want here, use your mind to get it. Simple. But I'm sorry, I be carrying on. My bad, deal. I don't know, Body. I'm gonna just call you Body.
It's okay. You and Sanders to talk?
Huh?
I said, I've been talking for a minute. You want to check on Sanders?
Sanders?
What up, y'all?
Oh, I ain't know you was up there. My bad.
Nah, you good, you good. I was just up here just listening, man. Like, hey, everything you were saying was spot on, especially about just the whole prayer thing. That was always my problem just growing up. Like, I always was just like, why do I have to pray for something that I could use my hands and my feet to go get? Like, I used to think like that as a kid, so
Right.
So yeah, like that religion shit, man, that church shit. But my mom still made me go to church every day though. Fuck. I'm up there, man. I literally got stories. My whole family always telling me stories about how I used to just argue with the pastor as a kid. So I always had that spirit of like just looking at shit from what it really is and not just trying to take shit, just taking shit that they giving me. And it's like now that I'm older, now that I'm an adult, and like all of this truth is coming out, it's like, damn. So like, that's why I used to do those things, or that's why I used to think like that as a kid, and they like literally like brainwashed it out of me. Like, that shit is crazy, bro. Shit crazy.
You know, I kind of understand why they make you. Well, they're not making. Remember, they keep y'all in the lie. But according to the book, it's dealing with Masons. And Masons, they have to, pray and all that stuff like that because they just giving homage to the one that's above them, that's higher than them and everything like that. So I kind of understand it on that level.
Right. So speaking of the Freemasons, like, do you think they like know? Cause this is a theory that I have. Like, I feel like they be knowing like certain bloodlines. Like when you go to school, I feel like certain kids, like they know where, like who they really are, like based on the bloodline and shit. And those kids be the ones that be getting targeted and shit. Like,
but you got to deal with what when you say bloodline, we got to understand bloodline is just dealing with each generation that's in a certain cult or masonry. It's not what we think on the bottom that's not Masons. The bloodline is just the different Masons over generations. So they keep up with each other. That's just like when you go to college, they got the Heritage Hall. That's the bloodline. Those are the ones that was in the sorority. That was Masons. That's the bloodline that they talking about.
okay. So what about the flip side? Like kids who get targeted but in a negative way. Is it because they know that none of their, like, I know none of your family were Masons or don't have any ties to this, so I'm about to just treat you like, you feel what I'm saying? Because I know you can't do anything about it anyway, type shit. Like, is there like, how do I explain it? Like,
Well, even if they have kids, if they kids don't follow in their footsteps, their kids are nothing.
Right.
So they don't even fuck with their kids if their kids ain't in masonry because they can't talk to them about nothing.
Right.
Like you got a Mason mother, you got your mother was damn, what you call it? Star with what the hell they call the women? Eastern Star, and then they're that Mason or whatever like that. But the kids, they don't want to do that. They don't want to go into that. Then the parents can't talk to their children about shit.
And that's where you get these stories of people, because I know people be sacrificing their kids.
Yeah,
And
the Masons do that.
that's what I'm talking about. And it's always the like the George Floyds and the like things of that nature.
Trayvon
Like,
Martin's.
yeah, like all of those. That's where you get those stories from. I'm just going off of what you're saying right now. That makes a lot of sense. Like those had to have been like children who didn't really want to follow in their parents' footsteps. So they was like, oh, okay, well, get you out of here. Like,
and guess who in the you know how they make you think like, oh, I want to be a rapper and I want to make it big, right?
right.
The ones that be getting chosen by these record labels are children that have Masons in their family.
I knew it.
And as the whole industry of the rappers and everything is full of just Masons.
I knew it.
So you be out here, you on the bottom, and you been rapping your whole life, and you like, dang, man, it's like nobody won't, you know what I'm saying, won't give me a chance. It's because you don't come from a line of Masons. Somebody else's child does. Because they supposed to look out for the brotherhood. You feel me?
Wow. I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm a producer and shit. Like I be making beats, and just following my music career was the whole like the main thing that like opened my eyes up to all of this shit. Was like, cause I got pretty far, and I started getting in them rooms, and I started rubbing shoulders with them people, and them demons started really showing themselves, and that shit spooked the fuck out of me, man. Like I haven't been on my music journey in like 4 or 5 years behind that shit. Like, man, like I've been to LA like 2 times for a couple beat competitions and stuff like that, and whew, like you want to talk about. I can't even explain. Like, it's like a hive mind. Like, it's like everybody is being controlled by one entity. Like, that shit is crazy, son. Like, that's the best way I can explain it. Like,
well, the entity is the system. You know what I'm saying? These are all people that are all in agreement with this way of life because they lust out there. So you can't be one with them unless you lust after the things that they love.
right.
You get what I'm saying? So they don't want nobody around them that's going to look at them weird, that's going to criticize them. They got to know that you down with it. So you got to get down. You got to show them that you just like them. You got to do some bucket booty stuff, some bookie naked stuff. You got to get initiated in. Cause you can't walk together unless you're in agreement. And the whole industry itself is into some nasty, lustful, evil shit.
And nah, that's a fact. Oh man, I see I see the comments. They talking about the Diddy parties. Nah, I ain't make it that far.
They love the upper room. You gotta do some upper room stuff.
Oh shit. Nah, hey man, like that shit is real, bro. Like that shit is really real. Like,
cause you gotta think about it, ain't really about talent no more. Cause I be hearing music on the radio that should not be on the radio. I be like, they whack. It's just that they all cool and they all family, all buddy.
and
They look out for each other. They be like, look, hey, put my song on the radio.
right.
They just put it on the radio and then they play it and then everybody just like it because it's on the radio. I'm like, this the new song. You know what I'm saying? So when you start really understanding that it really ain't about talent like that.
Right. And you wonder why, because I was learning something. Well, this is something that I learned off TikTok, but like, I seen that like they be doing like ceremonies and shit, and it's like they don't even like people be thinking that certain artists don't work together because some industry shit or no.
No,
It's simply because this person was with this person and they starred in this movie because they fit the ceremony. It has nothing to do with the talent and good chemistry. It's just like, no, these people fit the ceremony that we're trying to pull off. So this is why we're doing it. It's deep, bro. Like, that's crazy.
When you go into the industry, you become an idol.
Right.
So now you got all these idols in the industry, and they competing for the greater power over the masses. So whoever loves the masses the most is the one that's gonna get these are the ones getting the trophies.
Right.
These are the ones that are the great deceivers. They got the masses to follow them, which is be their image. So like Beyonce was for a long time. So you got all these people that call themselves the bees or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the ones that are being in her image. They're going to copy and mimic everything she do. They're going to follow her. You know what I'm saying? They're going to take on her mindset. Whatever she love, they love. Whatever she hate, they hate.
Right.
So they're in her image, but they don't understand that. They don't understand that she's an idol to them. And an idol to you is a god. And it's a lot of guys dealing with Baal because they all one. They all work together, which is what? To control the masses, to be the image to the masses. So they all work together. They ain't really competing on it, but they competing for, whichever who's going to make their daddy the proudest.
Right.
But they all one.
Just for them to throw you away like trash anyway when you do what you need to do for them.
Oh yeah, it always got to be a new one. You come and you go.
They still don't get it. Like, even after they done watched, I don't know how many people go through the same shit. It's just like they still want that pie in the sky. Like, I don't get that shit, bro.
Hey. And you see all of them that's in that industry, what they end up on? Drugs. They don't even understand why they on drugs. They on drugs because they can't mentally cope with the things in the industry. They try to escape through drugs by hallucination because they can't handle the reality they signed up for.
Yep. I agree with that 100%.
And then look at them, they be looking like they ain't got no soul. Looking dried up like Soulja Boy. I cannot stand looking at Soulja Boy. I no offense, Soulja Boy. I cannot stand looking at him. He looked like the walking corpse.
Nah, for real. He be looking. It's a couple of them. Kodak. Kodak be looking different every time I see that nigga. Like, he looks like a different person. Like,
transforming.
No cap. Like, that shit be crazy, bro.
This how I feel. If you got a talent, just do what you love.
Right.
You ain't got to sign into no industry, bro. Like, just do what you love. You a good singer, just sing. Be happy, sing.
Right. See,
people around you will notice you, but you ain't got to be in front of the world. And then you got to, in order to be in front of the world like that, you got to sell your soul.
Right.
And you ain't going to be happy. You took all your happiness away.
That's literally what I'm coming to terms with right now in my life. Like I said, like, I haven't been on my music shit in like 4 or 5 years behind this truth. And I've been slowly understanding that, like, you have to, if that's what you do that. Like, I had to rewire my whole way of thinking because what I thought I loved about music was literally just the glitz and the glamour and the possibility of being rich and famous and So it's like I never really loved music. I loved the idea of what it could bring me. So I had to like find the love for this shit again because it was all false. Like,
there you go. There you go. Because what you gonna do when you get up there in that industry, all the men gonna be looking at you.
Mm-hmm.
And they all done betted on you. Who gonna get a piece of that pie? And then they gonna offer you something on the table, and they gonna say you can't get this offer unless you go lay with P Diddy. I'm just throwing his name out there, but I'm saying it might be another man. But if you so desperate and you want that fame so bad, you gonna bend over. Cause that's what they do. They bend over anyway. They don't care. They're like, hey, I can't go back home or go back to my hometown without anything.
Right.
And they take that money for the call.
And then they looking at their favorite celebrity. And it's like, fuck it, LeBron did it.
That's how they all look at it now. Like, ever since this came out, you think them niggas care? No, it's out now. So they like, I don't even care no more, man. I'm gonna bend over for that shit. They don't care. They probably happy that it's out. So they ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? They been holding it in the closet this whole time. Now they happy it's out. They can just live freely.
And this is just the industry we talking about. Like,
man, it's everywhere. That's just everywhere. It's in every job, all your job. That's why they got that sexual harassment shit. It's everywhere.
this shit's bad, man.
Everybody using their position to get over on people.
Right. Even in the lowest levels of life. Like, people still like,
hey, it's in your own house.
yes.
Hey, you want me to take you to the store? You better do this or something. It's in your own house.
Oh my God. Yes. And that is what you call spiritual war. Like, it's war. Every day.
Every day. That's why if you ain't went through nothing, like in order to beat Satan, you had to fall and get back up.
Yep.
Fall and get back up. Fall and get back up. And every time you fall and got back up, you learn something. You learn how to never fall in that level in life again.
Yes.
And you got people that'll fall and they'll never get back up. They'll stay a victim forever.
Yep.
And I was never that type of person, boy. I done failed so many times. Every time I fail, baby, I learned a lesson.
Oh God.
And moved on. And I'm able to speak to anybody about basically any situation because I was in it.
Right.
So yeah.
Hey man, this is not for everybody. That's another thing I've been learning. Shit, damn sure not for everybody.
Hey, it's for the leaders. It's for the trailblazers, the ones they're strong. It's for the strong.
It really is, man. Like, even just my whole come up, like, just as a kid, man, I've always been the black sheep, bro. Just always been the one pushing the boundaries, like, but I was always labeled the problem when really I was the only one bringing change.
You the problem because the system didn't work on you. You weren't turned into no bot.
Right.
The ones that don't turn into bots, them be the black sheeps because we didn't care about the program.
Right.
And therefore we couldn't get programmed. So therefore we free thinkers, and therefore we able to see the deceit, the lies, and not fall into the lies or be cautious of the lies. You got people that they don't think about nothing. They not cautious about nothing. They just go straight into it like a sheep going into the slaughterhouse. I just say it like that.
Straight up.
But welcome to the live, Ascended. Welcome. We can't hear you. Nah, yo, if you got earbuds in or something, you might have to take it out. You real low. Your hand on the speaker? You there?
Yeah, what about now?
Yeah, we hear you.
All right. I just want to say Ashe to the panel, and Ashe to the people in the comments. I just want to say, sister, that I just listen at you, and I listen at the words that you choose to say, and I feel the energy from the way you think, and you as a divine feminine producing that type of energy, and on the level of your thinking capacity, I just want to thank you for that level of consciousness that you just brought, because, it's how you connected the dots just to everyday way of life, dealing with people and those in the industry compared to those of your own people that's lower, that don't understand, that has been indoctrinated. And it's just the way that you connect those dots, not just for the average people, but just for those who are lost and don't have the energy or the know-how to connect those dots because they have been indoctrinated. And I want to just thank you just for being a representative of that divine feminine energy, because that's what brings balance to your life and to your perception, your everyday way of life. And you are in a perfect example of that. And this is the results of a divine feminine. And I want to just thank you. And I land that plane.
Oh, appreciate you. I'm shocked. I thought you was about to chew me out about something. I thought it was that one man.
Oh no, sir. No, ma'am. Not on that level there, sister. What man want to come in and bring negative energy to a sister that brings that divine feminine energy, but you can feel the masculine dwelling with it. That probably would trigger the average man because he's not used to that type of energy being produced. So how men get, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, some of them, hey, they may produce that negative energy, but hey, a divine feminine is prepared for all of that because she's led by Big Mama. You feel me? Yeah, real talk.
You know what's weird? And this is what I notice in life. Every girl is just like her daddy. She got the features of her father. She got the ways of her father. But yet that be hated.
Yeah, real talk. Right.
And I'm just like my daddy. I'm more like my daddy than I have my mama, some of my mama, but I'm more like my dad. And ain't nothing I could do about that. So
I can feel it. I feel that masculine energy in you, but even though I can't see you, right? But I can tell that you are a feminine woman. A very feminine woman, but it's just the way you was brought up. You was a daddy's girl, and it's there too.
Oh, how you get it? Yeah, I was there too.
I'm talking about it's the masculinity, meaning the firmness in your speech, meaning that you're not prissy with yours. You see what I'm saying? You know how to be a woman, but also you know how to stand up for yourself, because that's all daddy did, because he spoiled you like that. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I feel in you.
Right.
And then, your intelligence, it just put the cream on the crop. So, that may trigger an ignorant man that is used to dominance. You see, or being dominant. See what I'm saying? But now he may be dominant, but now he may not be educated. So he gonna feel intimidated by a woman exerting that feminine energy, because that feminine energy is the dominant energy. See what I'm saying? Then mixed in with a little masculinity, man, that gonna trigger an ignorant dude. You feel me? Because he's not balanced. He ain't ready for that type of response from a woman in this patriarchal system that he has been grown up, adapted to, and trained to think in its way. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like I said, I ain't got nothing but respect for you.
Right.
So there was no way I was gonna come up here with that, cause I'm knowing I'm gonna trigger something.
Yeah.
You see
The
what I'm
only way
saying?
for you to have respect for it is because you have the knowledge that I have.
Exactly.
So that's the only way you have respect for it. But somebody that don't have any knowledge, they gonna feel like you trying them or you belittling them.
Exactly.
It's gonna be a battle.
Well, see, sister, Big Mama trained me well, because that same energy that you possess, I possess it as well. So I knew how to come at you,
Yeah.
okay? Because I knew I'm knowing what I'm dealing with, and I respect it.
Right.
It's just that simple.
Yeah.
I'm not against you. I'm with you. I'm on your team. I'm Big Mama seed too, but just in a masculine form.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah.
Even if you didn't agree with me, and respect, you gonna get respect anyways.
That's right. That's right.
But they choose not to be respectful, even if they like. You could disagree with me, that's fine, and we could just disagree. But to be disrespectful, that's like you coming at me. I don't even know you. To disagree, that's just with the information. We can settle that by going and let's go look and see who information is valid and who's not. But when you come at me as a person and you don't know me, then that's where we're gonna be disrespecting each other, and that's when it get ugly.
That's right. I agree.
You ain't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, without a doubt. That's why I said I'm knowing what I'm dealing with. See, I'm dealing with a female with cosmic intelligence. So, she picking up on all energy. You see what I'm saying? Because of your powerful intuition. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And then you're a female. So hey, see, the woman's intuition is way heightened than the male's intuition. Whether he possesses that divine feminine energy or what. He can be heightened, but the woman is more heightened than the masculine, because she's always receptive. You see, because she's just like the queen bee. She receives pheromones. She receives the frequency from Big Mama. You see what I'm saying? Even when she can't see. So she used her intuition. That's why it's heightened. She's always receptive. Do you understand? Yeah. See, these are the pheromones that the queen bee controls the whole colony with. You see, just like the female bees, they are the workers, and they don't know which flowers are pollinated, but the queen does, because she sends out pheromones to the worker bees, and she lets them know what flowers are pollinated, and they go straight to them. Same way with the drones. Anytime there's trouble, she sends out pheromones, and they gonna come handle that business. You see what I'm saying? So this is the frequency that the woman possesses by law, by nature. She's always receptive. But a man can have this quality as well. He can be receptive too. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And having the qualities of the divine feminine energy. See, that's why I say to the males all the time, Big Mama is not a gender. She is an energy. She is a primordial being. You see what I'm saying? But she's coming as a feminine energy. So they wouldn't get it mixed up because, the average man, when they perceive anything as feminine, they looking at it calico and crazy. You see what I'm saying? So they're not understanding the perspective of the great mother or Sophia. See, they ain't with that because they're dealing with something feminine. So you got to break it down to them and let them know what it is. It's coming from your nature. This is energy. Your masculine and feminine, it must combine within you, Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm going to land that plane right there, though. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that level.
Appreciate it. We appreciate it, too.
Yeah. Oh, it's all great.
I really don't be understand, like, I've met men that are free thinkers and they don't have the hate for the woman. You get what I'm saying? And the woman and the man, they can sit and they can talk and they can break down things and you know what I'm saying? Realize new stuff, go to a higher level. I feel like it's just the doctrinated ones, the ones that have not come out of the lie. Those are the ones that's vicious and angry and jealous.
They are trained that way. All the way from preschool. See, this is a repetition thing of slavery. They had 400-and-a-half-year head start to design and plot. You know what I'm saying? Your future slavery. That's why they dropped the chains and put it on the minds because, see, they were getting smarter as they went because they passed down through generation staying linked to to each other's plan against us. Right. But see, we was too stuck in ignorance, trying to struggle and strive, and all the time, their energy is ciphering our energy. So therefore, we ain't thinking straight from the dogo. We trying to survive, and so all they got to do is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Throw a monkey wrench in the game and shoot. We turn on each other, shoot, game on, and we've been like that ever since. And we still in that state. See, we on autopilot now for self-destruction. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Because of the extent of the spell that was put upon us, which started in the school curriculum. Yeah. They're learning their language and their words, which is meaning learning their spells unconsciously. Mary had a little lamb, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And his fleece was white as Mary had it's all about you. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together again. It's all about you. Got you learning this stuff. Talking about yourself. Yeah, you talking about yourself the same way they do in the books. They done put a story in a book, in the Bible. Create a story about you, then telling you it's a religion, and you'll kill yourself about something you think coming out the sky gonna save you. But not understanding what it was designed to do. Separate you from your creator that lives within. Because all your energy is exerted on the outside in an illusion. So you trying to say, when you say creator, you talking about your own conscience? All the time. Because your conscience is linked to a source. And that source is the essence. And the essence is the primordial waters called the darkness. See, the light comes from darkness. These are two polarities and two dualities. Now, when you say light comes from darkness, yes, ma'am. This the way I see it is
me being in darkness for so long, that being in darkness made me wiser, made me stronger, to where I was able to get more knowledge and not have light, which is the truth.
And also, it goes like this too, which you're correct, but I'm gonna take it right back, but I'm gonna slang it right back for a minute. See this, you see, this comes from acknowledging the path that you thought that you chose, because you were not in control. But you didn't know that. You didn't know that until you start your awakening. See what I'm saying? So when you start to awaken, then that's when you look back, you know, and see, you know what I'm saying? You look back and you see what you had not acknowledged. But now that you're there now you know that you wasn't even in control. Not even your thoughts.
Yeah.
Not even your thoughts. Because see, it was Big Mama. Because you were a seed, you were being chosen. So you didn't make those choices. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But you are being but on a religious level, you are taught that you making these choices, and the choice that you made, somebody died for your sins. See what I'm saying now? But ain't nobody died for your sin. This is the trick right here.
Right.
To get you to do what? To keep on sinning. It's okay. Somebody died. As long as you say this here, it's all good. So look how they training the mind. So you know, But I understand where you come from, but I want to just throw it back though. You see what I'm saying? Because the light, you can't have the light before the darkness, because the darkness is the source. Why you say that? Because the darkness is the light. See, when those who are blinded, right, they seeking the light, right? But they was first in darkness, and they didn't even know they was in darkness. But going through that struggle, and then learning that, damn, I had to go through this here. But see, this the thing, you didn't know that. You had to find it out. So if one that have already traveled that journey, he already knew. You see what I'm saying? He already knew, but you had to find out. But that don't mean.
Why you saying that? Like, because we on the bottom, we in the darkness, and we have to resist the shadow of death, you know, the lies and everything. You have to learn these things. You have to build. You have to grow. You become stronger mentally, right?
Right. But see, this the thing, though, my sister. But check this out, right? Listen. See, but you didn't know it. So
yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Right. Yeah, I know you are. I know you are, right? I know you are. I just want to correct that little context right there.
Go ahead.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, yeah. Long as you know what I'm saying? Long as you keep that context right there, then you're going to understand. Now you can look back. Now, because you're conscious now, you know. Meaning you experience that life is all about lessons. And the only way you're going to learn them lessons, you got to go through the darkness first.
You got to go through it. So I was going to say the ones on top, the ones that's privileged, that never went through the darkness, that just was in the light. They would never be able to survive like we are.
Exactly. Because we from that same darkness. But they hid it though.
Yeah.
They hid this darkness, which is the true light. That's how they was able to deceive. Because everything they taught you was right, it was wrong. Now you finding out the wrong. What they taught you, you know what I'm saying, the wrong, now it's right. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because the darkness is first. I tell you what, I'm gonna give you a perfect example of that. You get a seed, just throw it on top of the ground and see will it grow. But put it in that ground and then cover it up. It's in the darkness. Now the magic happens. Only in the darkness. Why? Because science tells you that everything comes from the darkness, even the light.
Yeah, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the tree of life, right?
Oh.
The tree of life is the same thing. Sister, let me show it to you, okay? Let me show what I'm talking about. Okay. Now you put me on the big screen for a minute.
Let me see if I can do it.
You just tap it. There you go. All right. Let me get out the way. Okay, you know what you're looking at, sister? That is the original tree of life. This is the placenta. Okay?
This is Egyptology, ain't it?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. This right here is the teachings of the essence of who you are. The reason why you are that tree. Okay? This is your divine connection to Big Mama originally. This is what they didn't want the world to know. Okay? You see the markings that's in the placenta looking just like that tree of life to the right, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, now the tree of life is called the law of unification because it's both gravitropic and phototropic in nature. They grows at the same time. You see, the seed, the root structure is the signification of being gravitropic because it grows against gravity. When the root system starts to grow into the earth, it goes against gravity. And in the way the root system is shaped in darkness, right, that you can't see, but it's forming the outside of the tree because the shape of the root system is going to be, it's going to grow just like the top of it. When the sprout comes out, the earth, it comes out in the direct design of the root system. So that is phototropic. It took a picture of it, meaning it's mirroring you. So now this is your mirror. This is your mirror. It's been the placenta to the left because every child is connected to the placenta. The placenta is representing the origin of life, which is Big Mama, which is the primordial waters, the darkness. Okay? And this umbilical cord is the silver cord that connects the child to the placenta, which represents the child being connected to the divine, which is the original tree of life in the universe. This is where all origin come from. Every man that's created on the planet came through the womb of a woman, but they was connected to the placenta from the divine. So this is what you represent. You see what I'm saying? This is your divine connection. You are the original tree of life on the planet.
Now, can I give you the decoded understanding?
Yes, ma'am. Come on with it.
So we know the decoded understanding, the tree represents the councils, the nation.
Okay.
The woman represents the priest.
Okay.
The priests, they are like the tree because they teach. And the fruit is those that they teach.
Okay.
And then they multiply. It grows. So if this pattern stops, the tree withers away and it dies.
That's right.
And the nation is nothing.
That's right. You see, you have vision. You have vision. See, that's your gift. You can see beyond the veil as well. And as you see beyond the veil, you see a whole nother picture that other people see. You see what I'm saying? See, this is called the layers of cosmic intelligence, of your intelligence. It's because the intelligence got layers to it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I learned
Yeah.
that over the years.
Right.
When I first
So,
started, I had a level of understanding, and then it just continued to grow to a higher level of understanding, and I understood that I could never stop learning
right.
because I'll keep learning and seeing things on a higher level.
Right.
And me
Man.
doing that, it don't matter who comes and talks to me, no matter what level they on. I
Yeah.
understand what they saying, so I try to give them the next understanding of what they already know.
Man. And guess what? Ooh. And you know, those sisters, let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why I immediately had respect for you, just because of your energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just hearing you say that, it's confirmed. Because see, I'm the same way. You feel me now?
Right.
I'm the same way, and sister, and just to hear that to come from a feminine woman, you know what I'm saying? See, all the time, that was that spark that was always in you from the beginning anyway. It just took root and started to sprout. See, your gifts. I'm talking about your gifts. Even though when you didn't understand them, you had them. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So now you know what I'm saying? You know, you've been handling it for so long, you have learned to master it. It's just like automatic. You're gonna see a whole nother picture.
Mm-hmm.
Big Mama been training you all your life. She been training you all your life for this moment. And you ain't finna stop growing with it. See, that's why I respect you so much, because I'm just glad I can recognize, because I can see beyond the veil as well. But in the perspective Big Mama have trained me.
Can I say something?
Oh yes, ma'am. Yeah, at all times.
So I don't know if you new to the live.
What to your line?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
But
So at a certain level,
okay, go ahead.
At a certain
Go ahead.
level, if anybody came in here with anything that seemed like Egyptology and try to, teach it, I would cast it down. But these last 2 days, my mind has been telling me to think beyond what I normally would do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's right.
So be patient and find. It's something that I will see. I don't know what it is that I'm gonna see that's gonna give me a higher understanding, but I know that I cannot just whoosh somebody away when they say something that's against the knowledge that I already have.
Right.
So when you bring that up, so when you brought this picture up, my mind is saying this is Egyptology, but my mind is thinking, but my brain is thinking, think a higher level than where you are, what this could mean to the level that you own. Because I already know what a tree represents.
That's
I understand, like the picture that I see right here with the girl laying down or whatever, this is the conscious to me. The conscious is rising from the fleshly level, which is just bondage and a low level. You know what I'm saying? Your mental is rising from that bond state.
Okay.
And then, so I'm like, I'm telling myself to think on that level. Don't judge him. See what it is that he's gonna say. And then I ask you, can I tell you what I see? And the fact that you didn't try to go at me like what men would normally do, that let me know like I could fool with you. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see you ain't that type of person. So
exactly. And guess what, though, sister? Now, I'm just glad you didn't judge the book by the cover, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just because you saw my art on my profile.
Right.
Do you feel me?
I normally would have, Becky.
But I'm knowing it did play a role in your decision making about me. You see what I'm saying? I'm knowing that. And in this photograph that I presented, it had already been pictured as being a part of Egyptology. But it is so in depth connected to the divine and yourself. That's what really made you question it. And I'm glad you did, because nothing that I produce is nothing of Egyptology, because I understand what Egyptology is and what was done. You
Oh,
see what I'm
okay,
saying?
okay.
Now, what I'm presenting is things of nature. Okay, the tree is nature. Then the placenta, which is of you, queen, goddess, is of you. We all was connected to this placenta. The placenta is called the motherboard within the woman. See how it look like the motherboard in a computer? The motherboard in a computer connects the ins and the outs of everything in existence on either side. That's why it's called the motherboard. Anybody need to get connected on this side? Y'all plug it on this side. Anything need to get connected on this side going out? Y'all plug on this side. The motherboard got it. This is what you see, the markings inside the placenta. That's what that is. It's the connection to all things in existence. You see, that's why it's called the motherboard. Just like the tree. The tree is also the motherboard. You see, because you got male and female trees that are interacting in the ecosystem and playing a very important role in the ecosystem that cares for who? For all the animals in nature. And even under the ground, the root system is playing a vital role. The root system up under the earth that you cannot see. It's the universe that you cannot see with all its connected, all this interconnectedness of all things. But just because you can't see it, that don't mean it don't exist. So this placenta is the connection to the divine, which is to the mother, your mother. That's why the average hospital you go in, they don't want you to collect your placenta, because they know what that is. That is your spiritual heritage in that placenta. With your spiritual life and your physical life. Because the womb is Big Mama. You see what I'm saying? The womb of the universe is the source of all things, the primordial waters. And as a matter of fact, sister, I can show you this here in Genesis, but they got it hid. And I do know that you are aware of esoterical teachings. I am aware of that too, because of the level, of your thinking ability. So I know you there too. So it would be easy for you to see this. It's in Genesis 1, chapter 1.
Well, Genesis is the kingdom of Egypt. So
Yes, I understand. But I'm going on a whole nother level with it though. You see what I'm saying? Now, do you have access to that Genesis 1 verse 1?
Well, my phone. Well, let me get my book.
That's right, World Star. World Wonder. It's what sustains them. Everything. That's
In
right.
the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth.
Okay. That's it?
Yeah, that's the first verse.
Okay. Now, all right. Now, we already know that this is the first book of Moses, right? We already know this is the first book of Moses. So Moses is already on earth. So whatever God that wrote this line here in the beginning, whatever beginning it was, they finna lay the beginning down.
Well, we know it ain't the beginning.
I know that, but I'm just saying, this is how they landed down.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For whoever read this here, it's up to you to understand what's being said. So in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. But the earth was without form and void, right?
Yep.
So therefore, whoever this God is, he got to be talking to Moses. Because Moses is talking about Genesis. The first book of Moses called Genesis. So this is Moses' beginning. Because he's already on the earth in order for him to even write these books. So it started off in the beginning. So therefore somebody talking to Moses. This is the workings of the esoteric teachings from the beginning. Because remember, it means something else. So they gotta skip something and get right down to it.
Yeah, that's what I was telling them, that they think that the books are in order. It's not in order.
Exactly.
When they switch precepts around to fit their narrative.
Exactly. Now peep this here though. I read verse 2. Watch this here.
And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters.
Now, in the beginning, you created heaven and earth, but you ain't said nothing about you created darkness. You ain't said nothing about creating no water.
Yeah.
I want to know why.
See, I see you.
But see,
I see where you going. I see where you going.
All the time. But see, this the thing. But you got to know it though.
Yeah.
See, that's the only way you're gonna see it. You got to know it. It got to be revealed to you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying now? Now, see, how they hide things is how they know you. How they know you have been trained to think. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the only thing they got to do to throw anything up there, you'll believe it, because you was trained to believe what master say, and believe your teachers, and it's all a part of the plan too. The school curriculum, they in there right there together on the same level, just in a different form. You see what I'm saying? To help train your mind. This was a part of the slavery. You see what I'm saying? Deliberate slavery of the mind. This was their attack. But we thought education was a good thing. It is not their education. You see what I'm saying? So they train you to think in this manner. So therefore you is not going to see things that is obvious to them. You see, now, you didn't even create the darkness. I wonder why. But the darkness did
who created the darkness?
That's what I'm trying to show you. The darkness was already here, which is
I get it. I'm just saying, like,
right.
I know you got every damn thing, but he ain't created the darkness.
You ain't create that. Then here's his concept that he put upon you. Then what? The Spirit of God moved upon the face of the deep. Still talking about that water, ain't it? Then it said, let there be light. Then light came. But light came from the water then, right? See what I'm saying now? Because the last thing they said was water. Now they want to talk about light.
You know who the waters are?
Yes, ma'am. Well, it's different level. Who you say the waters is? Because I know you see things a whole different thing. Come on.
So the waters are the soldiers that are the Masons.
Okay, I agree to that.
In the book, which is it say the Jordan River, the Jordan waters.
Okay.
So it'll be the Romans.
Okay, so therefore, when you now to fit this level in here with that like a jigsaw puzzle, because the waters flow with current, right? So does the proper teachings. So teachings would also be waters too. That is. You see what I'm saying?
I knew that before I got to the stone part in the Mason.
Exactly. But I want to just fit that in there like a jigsaw puzzle, just to say this: the teachings of the Masons, which is what Gnosticism, Hermeticism.
In order to be a high rank, you had to learn from the one that was above you. So you had to learn to be in there.
Exactly. But this the thing. I know all about it, and I ain't been in there. You know about it.
Me neither.
You ain't been in there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, all I got to do is see it. Boom, it's revealed.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why I told you I have the same gift you have, but like I said, you know, you see yours and I see mine. You feel me? Guess what? All we gotta do is put them together. We gonna get a big old picture. Come on, talk to me.
So,
see what I'm saying?
All right. So that being said, the stones or the waters represent the masonry.
Come on.
And they the soldiers, and Christ was a chief cornerstone, which is the higher rank over these soldiers, right?
All right, come on.
We understand to get to the high rank as chief cornerstone, you had to first start from the bottom and work your way up.
Okay.
So that right there lets you know that Christ was taught.
Okay, yes he was.
But they think that Christ just came on the scene and just had this certain understanding.
That's right.
So if Christ was being taught, then who was teaching him? And that should give them an understanding.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Them the crumbs, them the cookie crumbs.
Right. Now, can I set this in here like a jigsaw puzzle right quick?
Go ahead.
Now, you know, there was an old saying that they got in the scriptures. And it's one of the Masons' main little thing that they say on certain degrees, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
The stone that the builders refused to build, it has now become the headstone or the cornerstone of the corner.
Right.
Now, who is this stone that they refused to build?
Christ.
You see? Now, from their perspective, it's Christ.
Mm-hmm.
From your perspective, or on certain other people's perspective, right? But on other perspectives, you know what it is? It's the mother.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
See, they refuse to build that stone.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning they hid that stone. Which now the reason why Christ is accepted is because this was the creation of the mother and the father, which birthed Christ. Wow. See what I'm saying? That's why I accepted that. Because it fit in like a jigsaw puzzle. You know, do you feel me?
Remember, Christ's mama is a handmaid.
Okay.
Not the wife.
Okay, I understand.
A servant. So he a bastard seed. So
Christ. Well, okay, you talking about Christ's mama Mary, right?
Jesus' mama was a handmaid. Mary was a handmaid.
Right. Okay.
Now, so if she have a seed, it's gonna be a bastard seed. If she had a seed by anybody.
Okay, but now check this out. I feel you on that level. But now let's go to Jesus' grandmother, which is Mary's mother. See, Mary's mother's name was Hannah in Greek, and Anne in I think it was Judeo-Christian was Anne. Now, she was chosen by the Most High. They didn't say nothing about no Jesus. But see, she was chosen by the Most High because she come down the same bloodline. All prophets come down the same bloodline when you're dealing with scriptures. Because now they're teaching you of your spiritual histories, which is your physical history, which is also a lie that means something else. But I'm just going along with the scriptures.
Right. Well, let me add on to that now. Let's keep building.
Okay. Yeah, all the time.
All right. So this bloodline that you dealing with is from the Northern Kingdom, which is those that are cut off. That the Southern Kingdom not dealing with, because the Southern Kingdom, they represent the spirit.
Okay.
And the spirit cut off flesh, which is the Northern Kingdom. And if the spirit doesn't sow into the flesh, then they don't have a spiritual seed.
That's right.
So it's only going to, so if Mary has a seed and saying that this is the chosen seed, but the spirit hasn't sold into her, then who is the father of that seed? It's from that Northern Kingdom.
Okay, exactly.
Which is flesh.
That's right.
So that flesh laid with flesh and had a seed, and that seed can only be flesh. So it can never be the chosen seed.
And guess what though? Check it out. Now Now they got the go to Matthew 1 right quick. And just read Matthew 1. And if you want to, it may take you on, as soon as you read one, you might want to go on and read on down, because it's going to get nitty gritty up in there.
That's a lot, man.
I know it's a lot, but read verse 1.
The book of the generations of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. The sons of Abraham.
Right.
Damn, that's worse.
Now, see, that just goes to show you. You see what I'm saying? How they situating and trying to paint a picture of you, of your physical and your spiritual history, which is in a book, which means something else. You see what I'm saying? Because it was never about that, but it just wants you to seem that way. Because the hidden teachings is dealing with the anatomy of who you are, because they know your spiritual history come from the cosmos, because we are consciousness. Now, he also
is you trying to say, okay, so we know the ones that is dealing with this book and dealing with this knowledge is nothing but Masons. So are you trying to say that this supposed to be for everybody, but they are limited to only those that are in the cult? Like, I'm trying to get an understanding.
Okay, the understanding is this. Masons got a holy Bible too, you know that, right?
Yeah, I know they got their little symbol and stuff.
Right now, but it don't read the same thing. Get different wordings that are different. But now, this is what I'm saying to you, sister. You know, they study Gnosticism. That is the core of their belief system. Okay, meaning esoterical teachings. Okay, they have been trained, just like you talk about those bloodlines. They have been trained to do this, to hide the original teaching. This derived from the Knights Templars back in the olden age, who had the Helios Bilios and gave it to the king, and the king issued out false manuscripts to the masses, and they kept the Helios Bilios, the Sun Book, the book of the sciences, which is also hidden in this book, in the Holy Bible. You see what I'm saying now? See, it's different levels. See, all of their codes is in this book. It's levels and layers of consciousness.
Right.
Now they have the holies of holies. Now you think it is out there in the universe, ain't it? Which is, it's in the universe, but it ain't out there nowhere. The holies of holies is within you. You know what I'm saying? Just like they told you heaven is on outside of you and hell down there. But heaven and hell are states and conditions of the mind.
Right.
Which dealing with your level of consciousness.
Because they had like a physical representation, and then it's a mental understanding. So like when they say like, oh, the heavens, they have a literal lodge that represents the celestial heaven.
Exactly.
And then you have the heaven, which represents a higher understanding.
All right. Now check this out. Now I'm gonna point. Let's see exactly what you said. Now watch this right here. Let's go to 2 Kings chapter 15. Now you see what you just said? I'm gonna point them all out to you. See, because you have to be equipped in this book, because they left the gems inside this book. Even though it's been plagiarized and tampered with, but they left the gems there, because you got to know the keys. The keys that unlock the ivory of your mind. That's why that key is on that dollar bill. You got to unlock the keys to the chest. 2 Kings, read verse 15. Only 15 only.
Hold on. Must be overlooking something. Okay. So it is. You said Second King what?
Chapter 15. Hold on. Let me see. Second Kings. Yeah, chapter. Hold on. Let me see. It's been so long. Hold on. Let me check right quick. I think it's chapter 15. Second Kings, chapter 19, verse 15. My bad. Chapter 19, verse 15.
All right. And Hezekiah prayed before the Lord and said, O Lord God of Israel, which dwell between the cherubims, thou art the God, even thou alone, of all the kingdoms of the earth. Thou hast made heaven and earth.
Now,
Woo.
where do he dwell?
Between the cherubims.
Now, the cherubims are angels.
Mm-hmm.
These are the cherubim that sits on the Ark of the Covenant.
It's the king.
Exactly. And of the Northern Kingdom, which is a part of the Northern Kingdom, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And these cherubims is representation of the right hemisphere of the brain and the left hemisphere of the brain. The right govern the left govern the right. This is the heaven. So the Lord dwelleth between them. So who is this Lord that dwells between these cherubims? The Most High, right? This is the mercy seat of the Most High, right? Now they taught you it was a box, right? They got certain things in them. The Torah and the books of Moses and Aaron's rod, right? See, these things mean something else, not physical. Okay? The same mercy seat. Now, this is also in representation in Genesis 32. I'm going to take you right on down. How it going to manifest to you. Let's go to Genesis. Let's go to Genesis 32. So let's keep this thought. The Most High dwell in the what? In the mercy seat.
Right.
Between the cherubims, which represent the right hemisphere of the brain and the left hemisphere of the brain.
You said 32?
Chapter 32. And read from verse 22 to 31.
Yin and yang. And he rose up that night and took the 2 wives and the 2 women servants and his 11 sons and passed over the ford Jabbok. And he took them and sent them over the brook and sent over that he had. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh. The hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint. And he wrestled with him. And he said, Let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. And he said unto him, What is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, Thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel, for as a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and has prevailed. And Jacob asked him and said, Tell me, I pray thee, thy name. And he said, Wherefore is it that thou dost ask after my name? And he blessed him there. And Jacob called the name of the place Peniel. What is it? What y'all said? Peniel? For I have seen God face to face, and my life is preserved.
Okay, it's Peniel. All right.
Yeah.
Now, Jacob was chosen by the Most High right here. But he didn't know he was chosen. Now, this whole thing is talking about me and you. Okay? Me and you. all the time. This is the hidden teaching. But now we're going to go along and see what's going on. Now, Jacob was chosen, and he didn't know he was chosen. So the Most High sent an angel to him in the form of a man, which was a human being. And
you know this Satan, right?
Sister, I'm aware, but let's follow the scripture.
I just need to make sure.
Let's follow the scripture, though. Okay? Yeah. Now check this out. See, you'll never win your people over, those that stuck me that's blind. You'll never win them over by not, by trying to convince them things other than it that's in this book. See, you got to show them that they have been bamboozled.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Oh, yeah, right. So from this book, so that's why I say let's follow the book now. And Jacob represents Israel, okay? But at the time, he don't know this. But he had already had, 11 sons. So therefore, he wrestled with this angel. But this angel wasn't having a physical wrestling. This is a spiritual wrestling. Because he sent the angel to him in the form of a man. Because he had a message for Jacob. And Jacob and him going back and forth. But the angel got out on him. So when the angel got out on him, he asked him what your name is. He said, Jacob. The angel tell him, your name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. Now, this is how Israel was birthed. Now, Jacob just had a whole transformation. You see what I'm saying? He flipped, he turned from one level to the next level. That's what that means, right? All right. And from here, the angel took him to a high place. And this place was called Peniel. So when he took him up there, and that's when he saw the Most High face to face and lived. So how did he see the Most High? And where did he see the Most High at? He saw the Most High in his mind. The place the angel took him was called Peniel, which means pineal gland. Took him to the high place, and that's when he saw the Most High in his mind. The right hemisphere of the brain and the left hemisphere of the brain. The Most High sits where? Between them. Within the Ark of the Covenant. So this is spirituality that they hid in the book. But now they want to go on in a New Testament and teach you about Jesus. Being God through a tradition called the Trinity. God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Ghost. But in the first book, Jacob then saw the Most High in his mind, which is the original teachings that they hid in the book. Go within. I land that plane.
Okay. Can I tell you my breakdown?
Ooh, sister, I'm waiting on it. That's why I wanted you to get through what I get through. Yeah, now.
Okay.
Continue. Go ahead.
So where you start? What you said it started at 20?
22. I went from 22 to 31. Okay. To 31. I know you got something for me, sister. Come on with it.
Okay, so it said that, and he rose up that night and took the two wives. These are two groups of priests. And his two women servants, these handmaids, these are priesthoods from other kingdoms. And his 11 sons, those that have been birthed from these priests, the seeds, and said over the ford Jabba, and he looked them and sent them over the brook. Now these represent soldiers, and sent over the brook and sent over that he had. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man, this is a nation, with him until the breaking of the day. And when he saw that he had prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh. This is a group. The thigh represents a certain group of members of that body. And the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint. Out of joint represents injured, represent leprosy, some type of sin, evil. As he wrestled with him, dealing mentally or physically, and he said, let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me, anoint me. And he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob. Once the change of the name represents the anointing, now you are in a new covenant. Now you are theirs. But Israel, for as a prince has thou power with God. So you're a prince, you're a chief commander. And with men, and has prevailed. And Jacob asked him and said, tell me, I pray thee, thy name. And he said, wherefore is it that thou dost ask after my name? And he blessed him there. And Jacob called the name of the place Peniel, for I have seen God's face to face, and my life is preserved, because he was anointed. He was given power, which they consider life. That's my breaking down.
Hey, and I like that breakdown. You see, but now check this out. Remember about the darkness? You got to first remember, he didn't know he was chosen. See what I'm saying? Now, when you in the blind, you wrestling with the truth and don't know it's the truth. It's the good for you, but you don't know it's good because you're blind. So
you call him being anointed by Satan good?
Oh no, ma'am. No, I'm not speaking on that level. I'm just speaking in general. See, by him being blind, not knowing he was chosen.
Oh, not knowing that he was given power in the earth.
Right, see, that's right. See, he was blind and he didn't know he possessed all of this. That's why the wrestling came in at. You say, oh man, no man, I don't try to hear that there, man. Yeah, man, I'm telling you that, you know. See, the angel gonna deliver the message on the Most High.
Okay, so I see what you're doing. So it's the physical understanding, and then even with the physical, there's a mental understanding. He wrestling with that, the fact that he's been chosen and given this power.
Exactly, it's mental and spiritual.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, see, it's the connection. You see the placenta connected to the baby.
Yeah.
It's the same level. The placenta represents the divine, because that's the motherboard, right? And you see the umbilical cord? This is the lifeline, going all the way from the spiritual all the way to the physical realm connected to the child, which is us.
I get what you're saying. Cause every one of them was given power by Satan, and all of them. So with that power or that responsibility of keeping the covenant or the rules of Satan, they all wrestle with it.
Exactly. But see, where Satan got deceived at is that the motherboard is the essence that's within all beings. And he didn't acknowledge that because he thought he was the only God. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so he went through creation and want to create him something to worship him. So he went on and created an imperfect being, which is your avatar. See, Satan created this avatar, but he messed the avatar up because of his imperfectness and his vision. But Big Mama, which is the great mother, the primordial darkness, is the essence, is the creator of all things, that was within him. So what Big Mama did was, when she knew that they was finna go to war with her, she broke pieces of herself off and instilled it into Satan's creation that he created and messed up. So he didn't know of the cosmic intelligence of the essence of Big Mama that was instilled. So when she asked him to blow his breath
They
into
said
the
who Big
face,
Mama?
who Big Mama is the great mother, the primordial waters,
I
the
think they need you to
darkness,
say Babylon.
Babylon.
Babylon,
Yeah.
the mother in the scripture.
No, Big Mama ain't Babylon. Big Mama finna destroy Babylon in the
That's the
scripture.
mother. I'm saying that's the woman in the scripture, the mother.
Right, exactly. Now this is what I'm demonstrating now. This is in Revelation 12, sister. This whole breakdown. See, I'm just giving you an esoterical teachings of what was hidden. You see what I'm saying? I'm just speaking it out now, but it's in the scriptures. And I can decode that as well. But even though your breakdown is fitting in like a jigsaw puzzle too. You see what I'm saying? See, this is what this is supposed to do. The divine masculine and the divine feminine energy must integrate in order to create something. Because the blueprint started when the mother created the father. Where she didn't create him, she thought him into existence. And they coexisted as one. And then when they coexisted as one, that's when primordial creations began. Which is they had a child.
Primordial, them idols.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Primordial means origin, sister.
I could have sworn it was an idol.
No, ma'am. Hold on for a minute. Let me show you something, sister. Hold on for a minute. No, ma'am.
I know it's a deity called primordial. It's a deity called it.
Yeah, but he probably called that, but he's not the primordial. You can believe that. Now you see that right there?
Astrology. What's that?
That is not astrology.
What is that?
That is the darkness. That is what's within the darkness. That is the primordial being. That is the womb of the universe. The womb is Big Mama. We just call her Big Mama because she is a divine feminine energy. She's only in energy. That's why she's called the source. The one
energy has to deal with divination.
No, sister. Energy has something to do with you. Yes, it has something to do with divination, but divination comes from a source too. It can't have a spirit of itself. You see what I'm saying? That's why you got evil spirits and entities. We talking about the mother source.
Both are evil.
Well, I don't know, but okay. Where you think the divine feminine energy come from? And the masculine energy?
Because when you deal with this book, nothing is positive about this book.
Okay, now I'm not talking about a book.
Deception.
Okay, that's understandable. That's only if you be deceived by it.
Correct. So I'm saying,
yeah. But what I'm showing you now is not a book. I'm just showing you a rough draft of the universe. You see, the creator is inside you, right? Right?
I don't have a creator.
Okay. What do you have? Do you have a source? Do you have a higher power?
I use their source. I just decode their stuff.
Okay, right. But I'm saying by you being conscious, right? What is it that you stand up on within? Because you got to stand up on something.
My conscience tells me what to deal with, what not to deal with.
All right. Now check this out. Your consciousness derived from something. Because there's a blueprint already printed out about your spiritual heritage and your physical heritage. Everything
That's my past memories. My past memories.
Exactly. Now, you had to sign a contract before you even came through the portal of your mother's womb to experience this earthly drama. So, at what point did you sign this contract? Were you a human being? No, you were not. you were in your perfect state of energy, which means you were cosmic intelligence. You were 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons. And when it is transmuted, okay, well, sister, just because you don't have
I
knowledge
can
of
only
it,
talk to you at a certain level.
I
Because
understand that.
if you at a certain level and I'm not at that level, because I have not if my spirit has not allowed me to discern that level, then my
But
brain will start to reject it.
I feel you. But I guess what, sister?
Because I have to still protect myself from certain things until
Ooh,
I
without a
fill
doubt.
in certain blanks.
Sister, without a doubt, I'm with you. But now, you have the keys to attain that, because look at the level that you have already reached. It first got to come to
Yeah.
you, right? It first got to.
Can I just say? I respect the man that's really providing this information. It seems like you're very aware, sister. What this man is saying is conscious.
Sir.
One
Me
person
and
at a
him both
time.
got knowledge.
I understand, but
So
you're
when
a
he's
woman.
dealing with me because I'm already there. But I have to take in certain knowledge that's on my journey. You can't feed me what I'm not already able to take in,
That's
because
right.
I have to make sure it fit the puzzle where I'm at.
I
You see what I'm
understand, my
saying?
sister.
So that's
I
why I'm
understand.
listening. I'm
Hold on, brother. Let her get
listening
through.
and I'm hearing, and I will never forget what he is saying.
Okay.
And then when it's time for me to put a piece of the puzzle together, I will remember what he said.
Okay, my sister. But
I'm
my
not
point is,
debunking nothing.
my point is, sister.
Brother, hold on, brother, before you speak. Hold on, brother, before you speak. Because see, right now, brother, I already know what you finna say, and you finna mess up, right? Because see, you are from an Arabic culture.
My
You
brother,
see what I'm saying? No,
you're getting it
hear me out,
wrong.
brother. Let me say this
My
here.
brother.
But hold up, my
Oh
brother.
my
Let me
gosh.
say this here. And then I'm gonna let you speak. Now, because I don't want you to mess up. But now, see, my brother, I can see beyond the veil, and I can feel energy, and I'm knowing this is the direction you finna take that, and that's where you finna mess up, because we are not on that level.
So are you
That
gonna let
you
me
up
speak?
on.
Are you gonna let me say what I want to say then, and then you can say it? Because my third eye's pretty
Interrupted
open.
I
him.
go ahead.
You
I go
interrupted
ahead.
him.
My point is sister, this is the direction. My knowledge or his knowledge is your knowledge. Your knowledge is my knowledge. So we are in the same pathway. If you don't understand it, it's cool, but understand that it's an experience. That's all I want to say.
I did not say I didn't understand it.
Yeah, and I'm saying
Did I say I didn't understand it?
and I'm sorry, but my
So
point
just
is,
listen. You jumping in something. You jumping too fast.
I'm
What
not
I
because I've
said
been listening.
is that the level where I'm at, I'm gonna fit in what needs to be fitted in at my time of where I'm at consciously. Right?
Okay. And all I'm saying is a journey.
I'm not listening and hearing him out. I'm hearing him out. You get what I'm saying? But then there's something in my mind that would always protect me where I'm at, so that I won't get confused. Because where there is confusion, it throws me off. You
So
get what I'm saying?
I'll tell you why you feel some sort of protection though.
Sir, stop trying to tell me something. You can't tell a teacher nothing. You get what I'm saying? You trying
Because
to
you're not
teach
open.
me.
You
Listen,
have
if
to
you
be
was
open.
wise, you would understand that nobody can teach a teacher. We can compare information. You get what I'm saying? You out of order. That's how I know you ain't in the same energy rank as what's going on here. You don't even know what to say. You trying to teach me like I'm a student. I don't move like that. If he got information and it is similar to what I know, and I can take from that, my conscience is telling me what to take and what not to take. And what I don't take, I might take later because I'll be there. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. And then guess what?
So he's trying to come in, he's trying to tell me something, bro. You gonna get up out of here because I don't move like that.
Hey, listen though, sister. Check this out though. Now peep this here, right?
Yeah.
See, You right on top of it right now, but you just not aware of it yet, right? See, it is real talk. You right on top of it, but guess what? See, by you having the ability to connect dots, it's gonna hit you. Watch what I tell you. It's gonna hit you. See, the reason why I know this is because, sister, you have the ability to utilize your thinking from one position to the next position. And guess what? That's all Big Mama wants you to do. Because see, she's within you.
You get
Big
what I was
Mama,
trying to say, right?
I know exactly what you're saying. You see what I'm saying? You see, check this out, sister. Now you see how you can come in right behind me and reflect the same thing I said and paint a whole nother picture? And guess what? And it's in divine alignment. If you're able to do that, right, never say what you can't do. But like you say, you know, I understand the protection because everybody's supposed to have that wall of protection. Because, see, Big Mama is called the unknown, sister. You hear me? That's why she's called the darkness. That's why I showed you on the tree. The seed only grows in the darkness. Why? That's where the magic happens. Now, when you enter that door, sister, of darkness, after you experience it, after that, you don't have no belief. You have a knowing now. This is Big Mama elevating you.
And that's it down. And that's what he didn't understand.
I understand.
I'm not a
tried to stop.
believer. I
But see,
research.
I've tried to stop him because I felt it. Okay, because he's Muslim, but he may do hey, I felt that he understood exactly what I was presenting to you. And, you know, I didn't think he just came wrong, but he just came on the, you know, the wrong tone with the wrong thing at the wrong time. Because he wasn't hearing you what you were saying. Because you wasn't rejecting it. You wasn't rejecting it. Because, see, I was already feeling your energy connecting as I was expounding. You were connecting, but it was certain things that wasn't resonating with you because it has not been presented to you. But guess what, though? You have the ability to connect the dot, and when it hits you, sister, you can say, "Damn, that's what Ascended Master was talking about."
It's been wonderful. It's been great. But can we get back to Galatians, what you was going to tell us tonight?
Yeah, we're gonna give it. Hold on, Pete.
All right.
Yeah, you know. But sister, like I say, you already in that energy. You possess it. See, this is a journey. We are all traversing this universe, which is within ourselves. We are the universe. There's nothing on the outside of us. We were just taught that these things is on the outside in these books. This is how they create our reality for us on the outside, while they experience the true knowledge of that was hidden on the inside. Okay? And that's why they having all the money, filtering all the energy, stole your history, stole your energy. You see what I'm saying? All of their buildings, their federal building is built on what? Plumb lines, ley lines in the earth. How did they know about that? Of secret knowledge. How do they know what ley lines at? Different technologies. See, this is how they stole the wisdom from our ancestors. Now, they have learned that our ancestors live within us. See, they learned that. And they know this is where we get our power from and our insight. This is how we are remembering. Okay? Everybody's not going to remember. Everybody's not going to remember at the same time. But if the spark don't be hit and struck upon to try to get a spark, that soul will never know about its contact. Just like Big Mama. Big Mama is already in you. You see, this divine feminine energy already in you is already there. just like the masculine. You see what I'm saying? It's just
not really.
Pardon me?
I get what you talking about.
Right. It's
But
already in you. That's what I'm saying.
there's nothing. I'm the only one that's telling me or teaching me. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no ancestor telling me nothing.
Okay, well, check this out, right? Now, do you know the thing about intuition? Sister.
I get what you're saying.
Now, your intuition is linked to the essence that's in you. That's what be speaking to you. See, this feminine energy, which is your creator, is already in you, right? It's just coming online in you through your intuition. There have been times you've been feeling somebody touching you, and you look around, ain't nobody around. That's Big Mama nudging you.
Them spirits.
Well, see, you may call it
them
spirit. Okay, well, I hear you, sister. I feel you. You have a right to, you know what I'm saying, to receive that like that.
I'm telling you, this real talk. Like, when I say something, this ain't a theory.
Sister,
real talk.
Sister, I'm feeling you. Sister, I feel you and I understand, sister. It's real talk. We all on a journey, sister. You see what I'm saying? And if you are chosen, sister, you're going to wake up.
Ms. Differ, can I ask this brother a question? Just a quick question real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, a brother ancestor, can you explain to me what an egregore is?
No, I have no idea what that is. And my brother, I don't go by ancestor. I go by ascended master.
Oh, okay. I'll call you ancestor. Well, ascended. I'll call you ascended. Ascended. How's that?
All right, my brother. All right.
I wanted to say that because the reason why I said that is because the last time I was on another panel with your people in there, y'all was saying that the mother, which I was explaining. Oh, excuse me, brother. Can I finish my statement? All right, there you go. So when I finished, when I was talking to y'all, I talked about this, and you said that the mother is an egregore, which is a derogatory term saying that it's a mind form that is made from the subconscious, made into a demonistic aspect, which you...
Bro, you don't even know me, bro.
Hold on, brother. I'm not done yet.
No, you lying on me.
After I'm
you
done,
don't even know me.
Statement, brother.
Bro, you don't even know me. You know you lying on me.
I know you. I know who you are. That's why I was in the comments. You was reading them, but you ignored them. I just wanted to say I like your information. Everything was on point. I'm not knocking you for the information. I'm just saying when you spoke on the egregore thing.
Bro, I don't know about no egregore. You lying on me.
What the egregore was.
Bro, you lying on me. That's what I'm telling you. You a troll.
I'm not lying on you.
Bro, you a troll.
You a troll.
No, I'm not a troll at all.
Yeah, you a troll. You a damn lie. You a damn lie. You a troll.
And hey, we not having
that.
Hold on.
She started with me.
Y'all gonna get down. I'm gonna drop everybody. How about that?
Hold on. I'm not trying to argue with the brother. I'm just trying to ask him a simple question. Why did your people, let me just say not you, brother.
Man, I don't have no people. I don't have no people.
Oh, okay.
You got me.
You trying to
got me misidentified.
Your little group that you was in.
What group?
I don't.
Hey, bro, you don't even know me. Tell me who
brother,
I am.
I know exactly who I'm talking about. I wouldn't be up here if I did.
Tell me then.
I just did, brother.
Who is my group?
I thought y'all people said y'all listening. Don't y'all listen?
Brother, who is my group?
And why are you coming so hard?
Who is my group, brother? Tell me.
Brother, I don't know. The lady with the...
I know damn well you don't know about... Bro, you don't know nothing about... Bro, you a troll.
Online thinking...
You just trying to come in here. You just trying to...
I'm not trying to argue with you, brother. Can someone mute this, brother? Thank you. I was just trying to say that because what you explaining to Ms. Differ is truth and fact. But you didn't break down exactly where these things came from. You talking about it from the Bible's perspective. You didn't say anything about Tiamat, where that came from. You said 666 is a number. Yes, it's a number of a man, right? But the female is a different number. You didn't even address that because I don't think you know that.
I know that.
I don't think you know that, brother. So you telling me half truths. That's all I'm saying.
This is what I know. Like when you're dealing with astrology and you're dealing with mathematics and numbers, these are assigned to deities. It's still going back into witchcraft and magic.
Hey, sister, that dude is a troll. He's an agent. He might be a Mason.
A bot,
Because
Yeah,
bro. You
no,
trying to
he
put
is not. Believe me, I know
he may
Sister
be a
Joy.
Mason,
We know
but he
him.
lying
You trying to say
on
I'm a
me.
Mason and
We
all
know
that.
Ultra. We know
Yeah.
Ultra name, Sister
I don't give a damn what
Okay.
Arthur don't know me. Because he lied on me.
Take that teaching back
All
to
right.
bingo, brother.
Yeah,
All right, y'all,
do this.
let's
Yeah.
keep it peaceful and respectful. Let's keep
No, hey, sister.
Yeah. No,
Hey,
he's
sister,
cool.
listen, sister. Hey, sister, listen. Hey, sister, I'm finna go because I ain't down with this troll shit. Hey, sister. Hey, sister. Thank you for having me on your panel.
I
Thank
appreciate it.
Fuck,
Appreciate it.
this was rude.
I
You
said,
done ran
yeah.
Unc off the mic.
All right.
I'm sorry, different. I just had to do that. I'm out now. I had to get him up out of here.
Bye.
Oh man.
No, he was good and he got confusing and then he started
Man.
going into the Egyptian stuff. And I couldn't take no more. And he went on for an hour. I was sick of him. I'm serious. It was confusing. He was trying to confuse you.
Hey, Peg.
And I didn't like it.
Nah,
What?
sis,
I'm being
what's
telling the
up?
truth.
Yeah, I already know that. You know, I followed him for a while,
But he
until
blocked me
to
though.
get to a point where, like, nah, I can't take that party, and
Yeah, but that's what I was trying to
Was
tell
right
Peg
at
in
first
the
when you said
comments.
Egyptian, and then he said no, and then he came around and said yeah in the end. When you said you explained how the consciousness, that's somebody laying down there. You know what I mean?
yeah. But you know, I
Yeah.
can't be deceived because I know the decoded
I know.
meaning. So
Yeah, and I was like, that ain't, you was okay. Then you went left and left.
Hey,
And I said, oh
Peg.
boy, I was waiting for it, but I got tired of it.
Nah,
Okay,
she would you ain't peep. She said she was gonna meet everybody on their level. So like
yeah,
that's all
I'm
she
trying
did.
new shit now.
that level went on for an hour, girl, talking.
Nah, cause he wanted to take the flow.
Ain't nobody intervene. You know, people in the box
That's
and
why I came up.
nobody
I was coming
intervene.
up to say, can we cut this? I couldn't take no more.
Man, they rocking with it.
Yeah, and just changing people's minds.
I ain't gonna lie.
You know,
At first it seemed like y'all had something, like y'all was building on something. Then that shit just went left. I don't know what happened.
yeah. But if
Nah,
you
that's
notice, he was telling what he saw out the scripture. Then I told mine. So it wasn't nobody molding nobody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got two strong minds and they just talking. And what he's saying, I'm seeing something on a higher level of my consciousness. You know what I'm saying? What I know.
Right.
So it wasn't like, you know, he wasn't molding me or nothing. I was listening, but then when you put that picture up, now that picture threw me off.
About that shit.
It was that damn picture.
cause he was
You know when
doing
you
that little
said-
tactic cause he always tried to do that.
Yeah,
It's
because
like
in my
they wanna
head,
put you in the
you
book.
putting up stars in the sky and shit, and then now that's
Nah.
turning into like some astrology and crap like that to me.
But
So
the whole placenta, he was trying to put you in the book that whole time. That's
yeah,
all
he
he
kept
was
saying
doing.
us. Yeah, that throwing me out like you keep putting me in that book. I ain't in the book, but you know me, I know I'm not in the book. So even that's the way he speak.
It
You know
don't
what I'm saying?
bother
I
me.
gotta think that's how he speak. But
Yeah.
I'm
The
always gonna be
motherboard,
me.
are we on a spaceship? Get out of here.
Nah,
Motherboard
but
that.
Ultra did the right thing though, cause Ricky be all over TikTok, man.
I was trying to see if he was that dude that Keith brought in here.
I brought him over here before. He done
Was
changed his
that dude he
picture.
had on all white on his profile?
He had on the what's the little caps the Muslims be wearing?
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah, cause dude was in prison. That's how he know
Yeah,
about
remember
this
last
shit.
time he dark
Arthur's all
skin.
right.
Yeah,
Arthur's all right.
he wear glasses.
He dark skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Remember last time me and him got into it.
Yeah. That's why he came the way he came.
Oh, he
It
came a little different. He
it
tried to get
seems
me a
like
little
y'all-
different. Huh?
He still got me blocked though.
It seems
He
like
did a
y'all
little
was sharpening
sneaky
each
leak
other.
on you. He did a little sneaky
Yeah, I
leak.
ain't mad at him. You know,
But at least he was
right.
respectful.
A lot of stuff that he was talking about, he was right.
Yeah.
And he got me to see, like, yeah, he never said it made darkness and everything like that. Now, I'll follow him on it. It's just when he brought up that picture threw me off.
You know when
And
you
then he
said
kept saying
And the mother and me being the
source.
mother and everything. I know what
Motherboard,
woman
you
is.
the motherboard.
you know when you
Yeah, and
said
I kept,
He
and
talking
somebody
about
was
Big
like,
Mama.
Cowboy said, tell him who the mother. And I'm like, it's certain stuff he didn't want to say. And that's what, like, I'm taking mental notes. Like, why you don't want to, expose what the book about. The book is of nothing but evil.
Somebody broke it down in the comments, even though I know what they talking about. Mother Nature, Gaia, that's a deity.
Yeah, them deities. Like, I don't know if he know we know that. He probably think we don't know that or something. I don't know.
You know when you said two teachers,
Yeah,
like
he do got multiple profiles.
when you said
Kaya Tiamat is not the feminine divine though. She is just the planet.
Huh?
Kai Tiamat is the planet. The feminine divine is the true source.
Yeah. But you gotta understand, like, man made that up. Man liars, because that whole understanding has to do with nothing but idol worship. Like, when you dealing with the mother, the father, all of this is idol worship. It's deeper than that. Like, I have the understanding of that. I have the understanding of what numbers is. And what astrology is, dealing with the moon and the stars and all this. This is all idol worship. So when he's bringing that up, and he's talking about it, you got me now, because now my brain is telling me to protect the information now that you are seeing. So now my ears are closed, but I'm not being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting you say what you got to say, but that right there goes against my knowledge that of what I already have.
you know when you said two teachers, like you can't teach a teacher, you compare notes. It seemed like that's what y'all was doing, and Ultra just came up here and just ran him off because he was speaking for too long, and he should have just said that instead of coming in here like that.
Yeah, true.
I have a question about that analogy that you just said.
Are you right, bro?
Who, me?
No, him. Whoever said that you can't teach a teacher. I believe that's false, because in order for you to be a true teacher, you have to still be able to learn.
Nah, that's for somebody. That's not what he's talking about. Like, people, like, let's give an example. Those that are dealing with truth, we're not sitting up on anybody, because the ones that have been taught in this world to be teachers, they have been taught to deceive. All right. So now you must build on your own.
Yes.
So the knowledge that I have, ain't nobody teach me.
It comes from within.
This is trial and error. This is seeking and finding. This is putting pieces of the puzzle together that fit, so that you don't get deceived. So when somebody come in and try to teach me, and I just told you that I already have a knowledge, and if the knowledge that I'm hearing that's coming from somebody else's mouth don't fit what I got or what I know, it's gonna confuse me. You feel what I'm saying? So as soon as confusion come in, that's already right there. I can't take nothing else in. That's confusion. That's going against what I already had built as truth.
But you should,
because what you saying out of your mouth has to do with idolatry, and I know idolatry is of Satan. I'm not trying to promote Satan. Now, it might be somebody that's trying to promote Satan. That's their business. I'm not trying to promote Satan that's good. So when you trying to give me the knowledge of Satan that's good, then I can't deal with it. So I ask, you know that this is Satan, ain't it? And then somebody say, who is the mother? You know the mother is Babylon, right? But if you ain't trying to get into that and you trying to hide that, then it's getting kind of funny to me. It's like throwing me off.
Yeah, that don't even sound correct.
Exactly. That's why I was done with it. I was done.
No, that don't even, stuff like that. Okay, like with the whole confusion thing, if you are seeking and you are doing certain stuff, right, and you are by yourself and you getting all of this, these certain attacks you should be aware of.
I am aware of it. Nobody was teaching me. I told the brother come up here. He telling me that I need to listen. You can't tell me what the fuck I'm gonna listen to, what I'm not gonna listen to. First of all, I ain't nobody finna teach me. So I done failed multiple times off of somebody trying to teach me.
Clocking.
My guard is up. So if you came into this live, if you're gonna teach something, first of all, you can't be coming off as giving half-ass stuff. Get a whole thing. Don't get pieces. You get pieces, you hiding something.
Yes.
So now I'm gonna start questioning you. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's somebody that's smart.
What you should.
You don't just trust nobody. They prove what they say. And when you prove what you say, then okay, then you let me know that you ain't no deceiver. But if you gonna hide pieces of information and I ask you, oh, the mother is Babylon, you say no, it's not, and then you turn around and say, yeah, now what the fuck was that? Why would you lie the first time you knew it?
Okay, so let's
But
get
I
off.
ain't finna argue with you. I ain't finna be mean. You know what I'm saying? We've been cool this whole time. I'm being peaceful.
That was a question, right? So, because I want to get off this negative topic. How do you feel about masculine and feminine divinity?
I don't even be thinking about that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That ain't nothing that's of any importance to me. I don't even talk about masculine and feminine energy in here. Have I ever talked about that? Never.
Nope.
Oh, and we ain't now, and I'm sick of it. We've been talking about that for hours.
You got men that have knowledge. You got women that have knowledge, and you got men that have knowledge. You come up here with knowledge. Knowledge gonna listen to knowledge.
Okay.
There's no battle. There's no debate. There's nothing. It's gonna be peaceful.
Okay.
Soul knows.
The fact that he got all that knowledge is just like he's still unlearned though. You know, he got it, but it's like he don't understand it.
He ain't. The only thing that he's missing is the knowledge of good and evil. That's it.
Right.
Other than that, he got a good mind. He can see beyond things. You know what I'm saying? He got a good mind. I'm not that finna knock him for that. Because that's why I kept talking to him for so long, because he don't have an indoctrinated mind. But all he need is to divide who's good and who's evil. Then I feel like that'll be even better. But so it won't be no mixing up of information, because you got to know that if you know that the deceiver in the book, but you're not dividing what the deceiver is giving, I don't, that's the only part I felt like I'm like,
because he be, like bruh said, he be on all these different panels and stuff.
Doing the same thing. Mm-hmm.
He had his facts though. When he was having her turn to them Bible pages, he had his supporting details.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
He was on point with the Genesis. Let me say, he was on point with the Genesis. You was on point. Right. You notice that this God never said that he created darkness if he was supposed to be creating everything. When you got to Jacob, now it wasn't decoded. I'm gonna say it wasn't decoded, so then I had to decode it, because it only had to do with a ruler being chosen by Satan. He was blessed by Satan to now be a ruler, and his generations will be chosen to have power too, unless they do something and Satan takes it away.
So that's why he was wrestling with it?
Yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm. Because like you can't act like that's something good when you know Abraham went to hell. And they following the same tracks as Abraham. They going to hell too. That's why I told you everybody in the book went to hell. So I'm saying, you can't make the book good. You have to reveal the evil in the book. So if you're not trying to reveal the evil, then now you throwing me off. That was just it. That's why I said.
That's what I was saying in the comments.
Yeah, I was like, enough. At first I was like, okay, I can understand that, but he never did. He like passed over that.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to reveal. I don't think he wanted to reveal the evil.
This Egyptian, he said no. And then it's esoterical and all that, and it's Egyptian.
All of it is Egypt. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know, even though he said it, I know it's Egyptology.
Yeah, and I was like, this is Egyptology stuff. And he lied right there. I was like, I was through after that, girl. I was like, no, enough is enough down there in the comments.
Let's say this. The information he said is not Egyptology, but then you took what's not Egyptology and compared it to the book that's about Egypt.
Right, and then
so now you become a contradiction.
Yeah.
Proceeded to bring.
See.
But look, I was surprised she even let it go for 30 minutes, because I knew who it was as soon as he got up here.
I felt like
here we go.
Hey, you know what I felt? I said, I bet my people think I'm being molded.
No, I knew you weren't being molded, but I know you was being kind, but it went on forever. And I was like, he started repeating. And then when he showed that, when you broke it down, I was like, this sound like, and then he just lied. When I found out he lied, I was through with him. Don't be lying now. Just say yes a little bit. You said no. You said, is this Egyptology? No.
It was Egyptology. I know everything's Egyptology. Every information that we're giving here in this nation is of Egypt. So, like, I got common sense. I just let see what his point of view is.
Okay.
That was it.
So the Bible. So the Bible is about the devil. And would that make like everything in it evil, or we have to decipher that? Because I do notice like you don't play with idolatry, you don't play with Egyptology, you don't play with deities, none of that. So is it like you got to pick, like you got to decipher what to take?
Well, because I've deciphered and because the New Testament tells you that none of them are good, none of it is good. And then when you go into the Old Covenant, the creator of the Old Covenant is Satan. You get what I'm saying? So Satan is the God of the book, because this book represents the kingdoms of the earth, and Satan is the God of the earth. So he gives power and he takes it away from his children. So he chooses which nation he's gonna anoint and have power over the other nation.
So
go ahead.
So like did Satan tell us like not to have idolatry or deities, or was that like somebody else said that?
So it's about Masons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Masons feel that they're the only ones that should have magic because the magic makes you powerful, right? So Egypt once had the anointings as the sword. They had the most power over all the other nations until that power was taken from them. So they had the magic, right? So they're now on the bottom. Now the anointing goes to another nation. It's going to Israel then. So from Israel then to the Romans. So now Rome is making a law. It says, anybody break this law, you're going to be put to death. That law is for the Egyptians. They don't want the Egyptians doing any magic in the land. None of their customs in the land, because that'll make them an adversary, right? In this land that the Romans are ruling over. So the Romans had a law of righteousness. Anybody that's doing any acts of witchcraft, we're going to judge you, because the Romans saying they're the only ones that should be doing it. They're the only ones that should be doing these practices. So therefore, we limit it to us, and anybody else shouldn't be doing it. So that's just really what's going on. Masons against Masons. The ones that got the power, they feel like they the only ones that should be doing the magic and the practices, and the ones that lost power, y'all shouldn't be doing these practices. So now they limit it to one God instead of multiple gods.
Okay, so you know how you said it's like basically nobody should be doing it. So if like so we just supposed to like let the Masons just like wreak havoc? Because if there's nobody opposing them, that's
what's going on now. The Masons are the only ones they got the secret societies. They're the ones that's doing magic on the masses. They're the ones that's manipulating and deceiving. And at one point, they had the law that anybody that was doing it outside of their cult or their little thing, they was going to get judged and put to death. Because they had Masons that were kicked out of Masonry. And those that were kicked out of Masonry, they were still trying to do those magic stuff and everything like that. So they would punish them. If they got kicked out and they weren't a part of the brotherhood anymore and they was found doing these things, they was going to be put to death. So that's really what's going on in the book.
Do you offer like Bible decoding on your page? Like, like you like do you do that?
We give out notes all the time. We give out precepts.
I like
all the time. So yeah, anytime you come in here and you want precepts on so we deal with words. So if you have the understanding of a word and you read that word in a chapter, you know what that chapter is talking about. So we decode words, we decode like stories that's going on in the scriptures with precepts. Scriptures back to back, so you can read it and see it for yourself. And ain't nobody, so you will know ain't nobody trying to form your mind to think a certain way. You will see the scripture say it. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? The breaking down of the scripture with the precepts. So yeah, we do that.
Where everybody else at? I know y'all ain't kick Unc out to get quiet.
Richie, Sanders.
Can we do
you talking about old school? He gone, man.
We here.
Can we do Galatians? I'm trying to get my study on 3:17. You were gonna do it, but it was a long time ago. You never did it.
Galatians. What's in Galatians, big?
That was before Ricky came up here.
I gave a precept with Galatians in it.
You never gave it yet.
Nah, Ricky has started all that.
Oh, what precept y'all got?
It's supposed to be in Galatians 17.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You never did it because we got,
Oh, my bad. Galatians.
What was the two before that, Peg?
It was just, I got 1 Corinthians.
I didn't get the other two. I only got Galatians. That's the one, and then she was talking. That's it.
No, the first one is 1 Corinthians 8:2. Galatians.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me write that down. What is it? Wait a minute. What is it? Galatians 8:2?
No, 1 Corinthians 8:2.
8:2. Okay.
And it said, and if any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing yet as he ought to know. So man represents the New Testament. The New Testament represents the covenant of Christ. So those that are under the covenant of Christ is telling them that they think it that they know anything. He knoweth nothing yet as he ought to know. Then we're going to go to Galatians 3:17. Galatians 3:17. And it says, brethren, I speak after the manner of men, though it be but a man's covenant. Yet if it be confirmed, no man disannulleth or addeth thereto. So it's showing you that the covenant of the New Testament is the covenant of man. And we know according to the scriptures that man in the scripture is a liar. So you breaking down what the New Testament is, which is the covenant of man. That's the covenant of liars, the covenant of flesh and blood. And flesh and blood represents sin, which is corruption. Flesh represents corruption. So now we're going to go to James 1:5. James 1:5. And it says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God. So we know the New Testament people, they lack wisdom, but they are going to the sons of man instead of God, which is the one that has the higher knowledge. And it says, who gives to all liberally and without reproach, and it will be given to him. So we only dealing with the scriptures of these people in the book, which is Masons. The Masons are not supposed to be learning from sons of man, which is other. They're supposed to be learning from God, which is really the southern kingdom, which is the priests that are chosen. That's the natural order. But because they are rebellious and disobedient, they're cut off. So therefore, they cannot learn from the southern kingdom, which is the representation of God. So they're teaching each other, and none of them have knowledge. So if none of them have knowledge and they're teaching each other, then that's going to carry on from generation to generation, generations that don't have any knowledge. So they only live in imagination. That's why I told you it's a covenant of those that live in imagination. So now let's go to Jeremiah 10:4. Jeremiah 10:4. This is the English version. Because I just liked it that it was plain and simple. So I went to the English version. So it said, every man is stupid. S-T-U-P-I-D. And without knowledge. Every goldsmith is put to shame by his idols. For his images are false, and there is no breath in them. The images are the pagan gods, which is all of those that was kings in the northern kingdom. The kings were idols. They were called false. So it's telling you every man is stupid. You know, I can't say the word stupid. And without knowledge.
What? Excuse me, sorry. Jeremiah what?
10:14 English
10:14?
version. Yeah, the English version.
Okay.
10:14. So now we know that man means nation. And this nation that's considered man is Egypt. And it said that they are without knowledge. So the New Testament is the covenant of Egypt. And that covenant, which is dealing with those prophets, they have no knowledge. So if your pastors are mimicking the prophets in the book that are false prophets, and these prophets have no knowledge, then pastors mimicking them and teaching you, and you have no knowledge as well. So they're carrying on a custom that gives no one knowledge, keeps them in confusion, and where there's confusion, people go into imagination. And imagination is bondage. That means you don't have any knowledge, and then the ones that have the privilege of having the truth, they got more knowledge than you, and those that got more knowledge you are above you, and that keeps you on the bottom below. So you at a lower state and they at a higher state, and they become your master because you have to learn from the one that has more knowledge than you, so you become a servant. This is the grand design of the system. Any questions? All right, let's go to Proverbs 14:7. Proverbs 14:7. And it says, go from the presence of a foolish man, when thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge. So one that does not have knowledge, you're not supposed to deal with when they call a foolish man. You call close your ears. Well, yes. I don't know what you mean, Cindy Lewis. I don't know what you mean. Deuteronomy 32:28. I'm just a teacher of the book. I reveal the good and I reveal the evil. The only good in there is the law that shows you what sin is. But they're not following the law of righteousness. So you'll just be reading about the law of righteousness, but none of the men in the book will perform it. So you can't go listen to any prophet because they don't do any works of righteousness. They'll only do the works of evil, but the law is there to show you what evil is. I don't follow no God. A God is an idol. A God is an idol that's pagan worship. I don't deal with pagan worship. I just teach the book to give people the understanding of what's going on in the book. Those that believe in the book have believed in a lie. It tells you that believers are the ones that have become deceived. So if you're a believer, that means you deceived. If you're not a believer, that's because you understood that they're deceiving in the book. Deuteronomy 32:28. For they are a nation void of counsel. That's the northern kingdom. Because the priesthood separated from the northern kingdom. So the northern kingdom, they don't get counseled by the priest that is chosen to counsel them. They start learning from each other, which is out of order. They ain't supposed to be teaching each other. So it said, for they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. The northern kingdom, none of them have understanding because the priesthood that was ordained and taught to teach the things of the temple stopped teaching the northern kingdom. So if they saying that a son is born and he is chosen, that is a lie. Because only for there to be a son of God, the southern kingdom, which is the priest, has to go over to the northern kingdom and start teaching in that land and birth those with knowledge. So nobody in the land has knowledge because the priesthood wasn't teaching there. That's the meaning of birthing a son. Son is just a group of masons. Revelation 13:15. Revelation 13:15. This for to tell you about JC. What kind of power he had. Revelation 13:15. And he had power to give life. Because y'all be saying JC be giving y'all life in the church. Life unto the image. He giving life into the image of what? Of the beast. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be unalived. So this is Christ's whole fulfillment was to give power to the beast. So when he had the power to open the set, or to loose the 7 seals, he loosed the beast and gave power to the beast. That's Egypt. Egypt is that beast, them Egyptians that was scattered in the countries. They was on the bottom. Now they giving power because JC loosed the 7 seals. All right, he gave them power. When he got power, he gave them power. So for y'all that didn't understand the coming of Christ, now you do. Revelation 13:16. And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So now you know who gave the mark. Jesus did. So I feel like those precepts probably was important to y'all. So I, wanted to give it out. That was it. So you know what type of power Christ got when he got anointed and they gave him power, the Assyrians. JC went and gave the Egyptians power, which represent the beast. Now the beast is ruling in the lands. And no matter if you're rich, poor, whatever like that, everybody got the mark of the beast in every nation. That's his way. That's his policies and his ways. So yeah, I'm done, y'all. That was it.
That hit the nail on the head. They can't say nothing now.
What was that correct?
Revelation 13:15. Y'all can't say nothing.
Mm-hmm. What?
I can't hear you, Q. Key.
What was that Corinthians?
You laying down? Because you're muffled, boo.
Fine, he got on his sexy voice.
I say that 1 Corinthians. My AirPod fucked up. I don't know. My bad.
That was 8:2.
You say 8:2?
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah. Ricky, you there?
That's Richie. Ricky.
Oh, Richie. Hey, Richie. We talked. Did me and Richie talk? I don't know. He probably sleep. Dang, it's 1:49. I didn't know it was late. Did y'all have a good live?
Yes, it was a good live, and I thank you so much for all the information.
Great live.
It was great.
Great love.
Whenever I'm gonna tell you, we're not going for no nonsense on our live. You can come answer a question, be very respectful, and we'll be respectful to you. If not, you'll be dropped. Because I love to drop. But anyway, everybody have good light. Good light. Thank you so much.
Good night. I appreciate y'all tuning in to the live. Make sure y'all follow the live You know what I'm saying? Become family. You know what I'm saying? We just build on information.
A lot of good truth, too. Good light.
Good light. Good light.
Right.
Thank you, Body. Thank you, Richie. Thank you, Key. Thank you, Sanders. Everybody in the comments.
Good light. Peace and love, fam.
Good light. Peace and love. Appreciate y'all in the comments. All the 82 people on here. Love y'all. See y'all next time. Peace.